Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the Adventure Incorporated podcast. I am your Dungeon Master, Anthony Reed. This is episode 127 and the first episode of the Genies of Vedriss story arc. First of all, I want to get ahead of this and say this is not a Many Pennies adventure. Yes, we brought back the Blubs. Why? I'm not super sure. They're an interesting bunch. But I also want to say a huge thank you to friend of the show, Sage, who came back to be on the show and play Dobrik again. Follow them on Twitter at Staff of Sage. And make sure you check out the Venture Maidens podcast. It's a great show, and we're so grateful to have Sage on again. Check us out on Facebook, check us out on Twitter, join the Discord, leave us a 5-star review on iTunes or whatever service you use. All of those things are helpful. They really do help get the word out. Share the posts. Make your own posts about the show. Whatever you have to do to share it with your friends to spread the word. It's so helpful for us. We really appreciate it. This episode is brought to you by Keys and patrons like them. Head on over to patreon.com/adventureinc. Become a patron today. All kinds of cool stuff going up there this month. I really am proud of everything we've put together, so please check it out. I think you will enjoy it. That's all this week. Let's get started. Nobles and farmers, knights and wenches, gather round to hear a tale of excitement and mystery. Brave adventurers facing grave dangers. Keth, the fighter monk.
Guys, there's a lot of puppy in this cloak. I needed to say that.
What?
Genevera, the sorcerer. Genevera, you're sitting there next to Clyde, who just goes, "What the fuck?"
I hold up my hand for a high five.
Gebetto, the rogue. As soon as they see the five of you, their expression hardens.
Well, we'll see you later. And Gebetto just turns.
Gillick, the paladin warlock.
But you're dying again, right? Like, you die, then you get a spirit.
And you're nothing.
And then
you become nothing.
And then you're nothing. That sounds like bullshit. Let's go kill the Death Lord.
And Asher, the druid barbarian. Yeah, but I'm asking specifically why Jeff is important to Asher.
It's just the first name. You know what? I don't have to justify this.
Let us recall what happened when we last left our heroes. This memory that you have selected, it is not strong enough for me.
God damn it.
I need one with a connection to someone. A person that I can feel that connection to pull me through.
I, Dobrik Binwiz, Glimfink, Maximilian Fizzlebog the Fourth.
Hey, guys, can we send another party with her?
We can try.
To give assistance in the upcoming whatever we fucked up.
Sure.
Yes.
We can send like the what?
I don't know who we've got right now. I don't know who's in, but someone should be able to figure that out for us, right?
Prepare yourselves, for this is the tale of Adventure Incorporated. Let's get started.
Let's do it.
So, the Blubs are traveling on their way to Vedriss.
Yeah, we are.
Yes.
The four of you have been doing your adventures after you grabbed the Orb of Shadow. This one was assigned to you as the others have been, and you went out on your way. Patrick Darkheart had given you the little envelope with your instructions that you were to meet at Vedriss with King Heramon and be sort of the whatever Heramon needed you to do, you would be doing. Along the way, you picked up an extra person, though, on your... do you want to explain your situation and your connection to the Blubs with your character, Mike?
Yeah, so Harold Oakenshin is the original cook at Adventure Incorporated. He's one of the original employees.
The original cook.
He's been there a long time.
He's been there so long. He could have been in charge, but he is not.
No, he is happy in the kitchens. He's an elderly man. So when Adventure Incorporated started, he was already kind of looking to settle down and put away his past and just help out. He loved cooking. That was the thing he did at all of his the fires every time people set up camp. And Klug, Redbridge, Viltroth, they all noticed his aptitude for this, and they requested his services early on. So he's been there meeting adventurers and is familiar with the Forgotten Blubs.
And so he started to get the itch and came with them, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, so are we going to have that interaction? Or
no,
just
I don't think so. I think we're going to try to get to Vedriss as quickly as possible.
No worries. Okay, yeah, he is excited once again to be out on the road. He's been getting tired. The day-to-day routine.
Just standing around makes him tired, and so he's decided to go adventure.
For an elderly man, he is up before everyone else at Adventure Incorporated.
That sounds like an elderly man. Yeah, he's an elderly man.
He's also in bed 6 hours before everyone else too.
That's fair. But he's out every morning after putting in the loaves of bread to cook, and
he's up several times a night to use the bathroom. Okay, several times a night. Do you know how hard it is to go back to sleep?
While I'm up, I might as well start the bread.
So
wait, how old is Harold Oakenshin?
Nobody has gotten that answer out of him.
Yeah, but I'm not asking as VP.
No, he gets real sensitive when you talk about his age because he still feels like he can hang. You know?
God. Sure. Out of game, yeah. Mike Williams. How old is Harold Oakenshin?
73 years old.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Perfect.
Wow, he's made it a long time.
Well, he could stand the heat, so.
Wow. So he stayed in the kitchen?
But now he wants to get out of the kitchen, so he can't stand the heat anymore.
We'll see.
Oh my god.
These fucking characters
are the best. They are the fucking
If he's not making saving throws against natural causes.
You aged another day. Saving throw, please.
Death saving throw. Oh,
you just get automatic
fail.
Yeah. You get an automatic disadvantage on all Constitution checks.
Hold on. I think that might be one of my highest skills.
Oh, so he's like an old guy. He's like the old guy who's been smoking forever, and just it doesn't affect him at all.
Oh yeah.
What do you want? I'm still here. I like it.
Keeps me going. You goddamn whippersnappers.
He's got those old man muscles.
Yeah, those old man.
Oh man, he's Clint Eastwood in Gran Torino.
Yes. And Gran Torino.
God willing. All right.
What is his class?
He's there.
Okay. Oh, sweet.
Great. Okay, so the five of you together have made your way to Vedriss. It's been a couple of weeks' journey, but you've made it down through the tunnels off to Vedriss and found yourselves at the palace where you are awaiting the King Heramon's arrival. Heramon sends out sort of an attendant who says, "The king will be here soon, but we will first send out some entertainment for you." And the attendant steps away and leads Dobrik into the area. Welcome back, Dobrik.
Yay!
Oh, thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
We're happy to have you.
Hooray! we remember you. Hooray!
No, we don't. We never. This is the first time.
None of these people have met Dobrik.
No, like us as people.
I should hope so.
I was just clarifying that we remember her in case.
Mikey for sure remembers.
Yep.
Because he just listened to the episode where Dobrik was on the first time.
That was actually
Oh man.
like
Oh my God.
2 weeks ago that I listened to the episode, so
Finally caught up.
Okay. So yeah, Dobrik, you sort of have been led out. Heramon has sent you out there to entertain them, but in reality, she's asked you to sort of put your eyes on them and sort of get a first impression about the crew that the Many Pennies sent, to see if they'll be of any use to her in her plans.
Yes. So Dobrik comes out. He looks kind of like the mayor from the Powerpuff Girls.
Yes. So now we have two very old people.
So he is. So he's a gnome. He looks like he's about middle-aged, but his hair is started to gray prematurely, and he's got a big mustache that covers over his mouth, and it like kind of just jiggles every time he talks.
That's odd. Yep.
And he and he wears very brightly colored leathers that compose his armor, which is topped by the shining breastplate, and you can tell that he has this beautiful rapier on his belt, and on his back is a schwam, which is like a mandolin instrument sort of thing. And so he comes out, and he's got a very nice satin cape that he sweeps out and takes a very deep bow to all of you. This is
Yay!
Was Dobrik this fancy last time?
Well,
oh no, he's been working for the king, so he's been like
Okay.
getting that money.
Okay. I was like, man, Dobrik's so much cooler now than a year ago.
Just like immediately BP starts clapping before anything's even really happened. He's already...
Does he take off?
Because he's now
Yeah, you see his like talons like grab into the floor a little bit. Like
now Dobrik.
Bandalos is so impressed he does minor illusion to make the sound of multiple people clapping and to get a like huge applause.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. You're all too kind. He says to you.
Aarakocra are exceedingly uncommon. This is probably the first Aarakocra you've ever seen. You may or may not have heard of them, but they are like very rare. So the fact that one is there is sort of like a weird thing anyway. But just so that you're just for some scope on that, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and he's so thank you all. You're all too kind. What a colorful bunch of individuals you all are.
thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, very, very nice to meet you.
Oh God!
No. No.
I'm Harold. I'm Harold. It's great to be here. Just
Oh, Harold, what a pleasure. And he holds out his hand to shake yours.
very veiny. Yes.
Harold, we can't just say that to people.
My apologies. It's been a while. I've been cooped up, but excited to be here, and I'm at your service.
Harold, you've been
The
on.
idea that they keep him like trapped in the kitchens, and that's why he's like escaped. It's like when you hear about old people escaping from nursery homes to like go do things.
Yeah, there's a
nursery
Did you just say
silver
nursery
award.
home?
Nursery home.
Nursery home.
Can we go back?
nursing home.
There's a silver alert at Adventure Incorporated right now. Everyone's like, last scene in a cart.
Harold did not tell anyone he was leaving. He gathered up all the knives in the kitchen to bring with him, and left.
Oh, I'm going out for bread.
I'm just going for smokes.
Oh, what do I need all these knives for? Well, it's dangerous.
Yeah, it's very dangerous.
Oh my god, I'm so
Don't want
happy.
to go down that road.
Can this be the new main characters? I mean,
Right,
God,
Adventure Incorporated spin-off.
I'm just regretting bringing them back so much.
Oh my god, it's been like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We broke him. We did it.
Dobrik goes over to our bird friend here. It is such a rare pleasure to meet one of your kind. You know, I read about you in books, but I've never met one in person.
Oh, you're quite kind. It's it means a lot that you've listened to the histories of Adventure Incorporated like that. And he puts out his hand to shake yours because he assumes you mean adventurer.
And he holds out his hand and of course shakes yours, and he immediately begins to follow up with a joke of, oh, I got a real funny one for you since I'm sent here to entertain. Why do kings go to the dentist?
Why?
I don't know why.
to get their teeth crowned. So LeBron kind of nudges Bandy and says, I don't get it.
It's okay. And then I do minor illusion to make the sound of LeBron laughing.
Something seems off. Something's not landing up right. I'm not.
That's funny.
I don't get it. LeBron says louder over the sound of her laughter.
Because,
Bandelos makes the laughter louder to like drown it out. LeBron, be polite. It's fine.
LeBron, you be how you want to be.
Okay. LeBron is confused because those two things aren't the same.
Bandelos realizes he's like being kind of rude to LeBron now. And this is like just immediately the laughter stops like mid laugh and it's like super abrupt. Like
Dobrik looks at you like, I know what you're doing.
Bandelos starts sweating profusely.
It's quite fine, chap. I can take it that when my jokes aren't for everyone. It's quite alright. But because there's a dental procedure where you put a bit of like metal on your teeth, so that when you've ground them down from chewing and and they call it a crown because they put it on the top of your tooth. So king gets the crown, your tooth gets the crown.
Yeah, so LeBron is really visually struggling to
But
follow.
like how metal
but she's
is
nodding, like real empty
a
face nodding because she wants to get it.
It's a dab of silver,
But like how metal is it?
The attendant comes in and sort of waves Dobrik over.
And he goes over.
He says, Her Majesty would like to know if you have anything to report back.
All right, give me another few minutes, or I'll suss out this crowd.
I'll just be on the other side of this door. And just pulls the door closed.
And Dobrik immediately hustles back over to the group of units. So, what brings you into town?
Wait.
Oh, don't all talk at once.
We weren't planning on it.
Well,
Bandy, why
I'm
don't
just
you
out
tell her?
for an adventure. I'm It's a wonderful day for an adventure, no?
Yeah, Bandy.
Every day is a wonderful
Yeah.
day for adventure.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. That's why we're here.
That's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
quite the only reason why we're here. You see,
Oh.
we were contracted to come down and assist with you.
Wait, what did we contract? I don't remember getting anything.
With your Ifriti and Jinn problem.
Oh, that's what we contracted. Okay.
It seems that perhaps other members of Adventure Incorporated had perhaps less wisely put your folks in danger.
And do you think you're all up to the task? You know, Jinns are known for being quite, real pernicious.
Is there anything around us that's like punchable? That like LeBron could punch through?
Yeah, my
There are
chin.
plenty of things around that are punchable that would be sort of unfortunate for LeBron to punch through, but yeah, there's like
I mean, just like if there's just like a if you think of like a crate hanging out and she can just punch
She's
it.
been watching me play a lot of Breath of the Wild. So.
I kind of look at LeBron like, do you want me to make a thing so you can show them our, how strong we are?
Yes.
Okay. And I make a a small box.
LeBron
a
smashes
5-foot
it.
box, and when it breaks, I make it breaks and turns into shatters, and I make a cracking sound.
School just starts
is
clapping. Like, yeah, that was awesome. That was great.
Oh yeah, you're quite a strong one. I can see that. What other special talents do you guys have?
Harold whips out some snacks.
Oh.
So he lays out a tray of assorted cheeses and crackers. Some celery with peanut butter with a little raisins on them. The favorite.
he just has ants on his log and his back.
Ants on a log, a very popular go-to.
Yes, I thought it would be appropriate for adventuring.
It's really good for the road.
The big guy over there seems to like them. Here you go, buddy.
Which big guy?
Which?
There's a few big guys.
Oh, I was talking about LeBron.
LeBron's a lady.
The human
First
female?
of all, first of all. Listen.
Not
LeBron.
not Elbron.
Not
LeBron.
Yeah, not Eelbron, not Lebron.
Yeah.
LeBron.
And listen, LeBron wouldn't eat any shit you call ants on a log because she's not smart enough to know that it's a joke.
They're not really ants.
Man.
It's not really a log.
You'd say, hey, have some ants on a log, and she would be like, no. And then she would probably punch it out of your hand.
Harold would have known this watching LeBron in the cafeteria and would have just offered it. Said, "Here's a power snack."
Yep.
What kind of power?
Adventuring power.
Oh shit! Yeah, give me some of that.
Skull and I, we train together in the Order of the Blinding Light.
Oh yeah, that was a great time. I liked it. That was a lot of fun.
To enhance our mental capacity for physical combat.
Right, exactly. A lot of discipline training, hard work.
Focus.
Right. But yes.
I mean,
like what?
Skull's still a work in progress.
Right, but it's part of my discipline. It's my tech. Yeah. Stoned.
Everyone has their strength.
Stoned
He
fist.
says very politely.
That's my style. That's what I train. That's how I train. It's fun.
Yeah, do you take a pull off your fucking magic shillelagh over there too while you say that?
Right, exactly, yes. My pipe club.
Alright, so after hearing all of this, Dobrik turns and goes to the door and gives a slight rap.
The door sort of pushes open slightly and the attendant is there.
He pokes his head around the door and finds the attendant as, yes, I'm, I believe I've made my analysis.
Okay. Guys, I think we won them over. I think we got it.
Yeah, I super agree. I think
didn't even
our credentials just kind of show themselves.
Yeah.
You know.
I didn't even introduce myself, but I interjected enough to know, you know.
Yeah, no, you totally stood out, man. You did great.
Thank you. You're my favorite friend.
It's all about the team, man.
Oh.
That's what we got to do.
What would you like me to take to Heramon?
I think they're capable enough, but also we could probably pay them less.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, cut it in half.
Precisely. I think they'll go for it.
Oh boy.
I love that so much. We certainly don't deserve full pay after that fucking introduction. So
True.
Anything else?
what do you guys do here? Here's some ants on a log. Also, let's get blazed. Yeah.
Those are our special abilities.
Truly, the winning group.
Oh my God.
We're still level 7.
We got there, all right?
We made it.
Oh, we got there long ago.
Oh, the two sweetest words in English language.
Deep.
Dobrik says, no, I think that'll be it. When she sees it, that'll be quite enough.
The attendant nods and he says, I'll let her know and I'll get back to you or she'll be by. We'll see. And he scampers off down the hall.
And Dobrik wanders back to all of you and continues to amuse you with, I mean, maybe not amuse you, with strings of bad jokes.
Literally anything is amusing to us.
Yeah, well, LeBron's sitting, like, cross-legged on the ground, just, like, head in her hands, really, really trying, just, like, staring through Dobrik.
Yeah.
And, like, laughing when everyone else is laughing, but...
Oh, my God, like my
no
3-year-old.
idea.
You're just, like, you're waiting for everyone else to so everyone laughs, and then you're like,
Yeah, it's like a half-second delay.
One day I'll understand.
Yeah. If you had literal string, Dobrik would be totally entertained.
Oh man, yeah, and he motions over to Harold at one point. Says, "Oh, here's one for you. How do you send a message through a forest?"
I'd probably use a bird or a squirrel.
You use Morse code.
Morse code. Oh, that's a good one. I haven't heard that.
That was a pine joke.
Oh, pine trees.
It's called, oh my gosh.
Wow, you have many jokes.
I liken it a lot.
Skull.
when you...
It's, I
Quit
think
oaking
that's
around,
their,
everyone.
okay.
What? No, please, Rob, go ahead.
Nope, I was going to say that's their job. That's all.
When you tell everyone that you liken it a lot, the door bursts open, and King Heramon, the king of Ishtara, strolls into the room. She sort of looks around, and you can just see her physically sigh when she looks at the group. Like
she is clearly the king, though, right?
It's pretty clear. Yeah, she's wearing like a big crown and some nice clothes.
Immediately, BP drops to one knee with a fist on the ground and looks at the floor.
Okay.
Like immediately as soon as she walks in.
Skull double looks at BP and then does the exact same thing.
Harold gets there eventually.
Harold starts.
Right. Skull watches Harold just to make sure he's doing the right thing.
He's like slowly like like making his way to the floor.
Crack, 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 crack.
Oh no.
Does Bandy or LeBron do anything when they see this this figure?
Yeah, LeBron is just gonna kind of like, so she's already on the ground, and she's watching her teammates like go down to the ground, so she thinks she's got it. So she just kind of like tilts her head down a little bit, like mirroring what Skull and BP are doing.
Bandelos also kneels but casts minor illusion again to make the sound of trumpets and makes trumpets above their heads happen. It's like and then is also kneeling.
She sort
Skull
of
kind of moves to the beat as the trumpets go.
She looks around, scowling at the loud trumpet sounds.
They're not that loud. They're pretty good.
They're too loud.
Nope, I can control the volume.
No, any amount is too loud.
Oh, fair.
For her at this point.
Mystical whisper trumpets, too loud.
She
That's the title of my next album.
Whisper trumpets.
Mystical whisper trumpets.
It just
ASMR
sounds,
trumpets.
That would have been such a better team name than the Forgotten Blubs.
The mystical whisper trumpets.
I ask the Many Pennies for help, and this is what they send me.
Dobrik immediately glides over to the floor, like bows and lets out a hand to like further walk her into the room, and says, "Oh, you know, Adventure Incorporated. You know, they send so many great adventurers of all kinds, and I think they will be suited enough for the task. After all, if their A-team is the cause of this."
I just can't argue with that logic.
Perhaps we do not want to send them in.
I suppose we can make do with these people. Please stand.
Bandela stands.
Yeah, LeBron
Harold
understands
slowly
that much.
tries to make his way back up to his feet.
I just got down there.
He's a little perturbed about the request, but he's following suit.
BP puts out a hand to assist poor Harry here.
Oh, thank you very much.
Once BP starts helping Harry, that's when Skull notices and stands up.
Great.
The cloud is just like pouring off of him.
Heramon sniffs the air twice and just gets a disgusted look on her face. She says, you are aware of the Ifrit and the Jinn that we face, no?
Yes.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Harold.
Dobrik is trying to hide that, like, he's coughing in his sleeve, but he's just, like, trying to conceal a face palm and a laugh at the same time. He's just like,
Just
excuse me.
he just has a pleasant smile on his face.
She like her scowl deepens. And she says, "This Ifrit and this Jinn need to be dealt with, but I do not know where they are here in these lands. It is most important that we locate them so that I can do something to rid us of them. This would be much easier if I had, but I no longer have access to that. It is no longer a thing. So we will have to find some other form of divination magic to use. I have an idea, but I cannot access it alone. And so I would bring the lot of you. Dobrik, I would be happy to have you on this as well, as I feel I might need you."
Oh, but of course, I am always at your service and deep bow.
There is a...
I'm afraid...
Go ahead, BP.
I'm afraid I don't know a lot about Jinns or Afriti, but perhaps one of our someone more religiously inclined might be able to suss out where they tend to hide.
Yeah. That's right. I got I studied some religion stuff. Can I like give me a second and think about it? And Anthony, can I make a religion check?
Yeah, sure. Make a religion check.
20.
Yeah, you don't know fucking anything about Jinn or Ifrit.
Damn it.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I know anything?
Sure.
19 plus 6.
Why would he make a religion check for that?
Yeah, I don't know why either.
Because they're like...
I know, that's
mythological, whatever,
it's
right?
mythological.
Like, yeah, they're not, though. They're as mythological as...
a chimera, right?
They're as mythological as an Aarakocra. In that they exist in this world as creatures. They're not myths here.
Yeah. Sure.
I knew what you were doing.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Arcana check does... you know that Ifrit and Jinn and creatures of their ilk, when they sort of find a place to root themselves in, like they like to like basically hide in mundane places and store power, and then they use that power to try and like influence subtly people in their area. So typically, like if they're somewhere here in Vedriss, they have probably found a place or an object to hide themselves away in to try and influence the people around them.
And Bandelos talks to the king. Is like, I'm sure you're fairly aware of this, about where Ifriti and Jinn often are, but if they're here, they're probably somewhere hidden in whether plain sight or somewhere mundane, I imagine. And
yes, obviously that is what is happening. I am looking for where so we can rout them out.
Right. Well, what was your idea, I guess, is my next thing.
Nearby we have a vault, one that I have kept protected and hidden. It contains many objects that I think are dangerous to fall in wrong hands. So I have protected them, even from myself. We will go there, we will try to find an object I think might help me find them. And when I do, we can hopefully release them out. And we can deal with them.
That sounds good to me. I look at the rest of the party.
Yes, it sounds like a great plan, Your Majesty.
I am not much of a fighter, but it will take people of strength.
I am.
Great. It will take people of strength to get through the challenges that I will put forth.
LeBron's real happy about that. She's like nodding excitedly.
This vault is meant for things to be locked away, not to be retrieved. But desperate times, I suppose.
Well, we better get a move on then, yeah?
Yes. Come with me. And she starts to head out of the palace.
Great. BP follows.
Yep.
As does Bandy.
Great.
Come along, Skull.
What?
She takes the 6 of you out.
Sorry, I was meditating.
She takes the 6 of you out of the palace and leads you sort of to the far edge of town. So Vedriss is that underground cave area. There's like natural light sort of streaming in from the top. But and there's the large pillar in the center. But overall, it is a dark, cavernous area. There are sort of these glowing arcane lights that sort of hang in the air around the city that sort of provide a glowing light ambiently. But it is when you guys reach sort of the edge of town beyond where the businesses and the homes are, it is a rock wall. It is just the inside of a cave. And she sort of spends a few minutes like walking along this outer ring. She turns at one point and says, "It is around here somewhere that we will find the entrance, but be on your guard because it will turn dangerous quickly."
Cool.
She sort of pushes through an area, like there's like a little cave, and she pushes through to it and finds sort of a false wall that she slides aside, and she says, "This way, come." She takes a few steps in, and the chamber starts to widen out, and she says, "Someone else should go ahead. I do not know when we will face danger, but it will be soon." So, what's your order going through this?
Harold would like to go first.
The ranger that leads from the front.
Yes. Very excited to be here.
You can go too wide.
Okay.
I can go in front. Do we have? No, barbarian.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
LeBron's gonna walk up to the front and just look at Harold, like staring at him until he moves back.
He gives a reassuring kind of like punch on the shoulder and says, "Yes, let's do this," and walks forward. And
I like this guy. I like his style.
Bandalos
How
is like
taller?
middle-ish. Oh, Bandalos is going to go in the
the
middle-ish.
ceilings?
Oh,
What BP?
How tall are the ceilings?
Probably like 40 feet.
Great. And the hallway, I assume, has walls all the way up the ceiling?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I will kind of hover above everyone to try and see more, but roughly in the same kind of area as Bandy.
Okay. And then Skull, I assume you're like toward the back, because they're in the middle.
Yeah, I'll hang on the back.
Yeah. Okay. Heramon actually steps between the middle group and you and Dobrik, so that you and Dobrik are sort of like protecting from the rear. Like she doesn't.
Cool. Rear guard. Yes.
Perfect.
Hey. How are you?
Oh, yeah, I'm quite fine, thank you.
Cool.
And yourself?
Skull.
I'm great. I'm great.
Wonderful.
Skull's the
Skull's
weirdest
the-
character.
Like,
Without a doubt.
but like for no reason either. So he's just like
Yeah. Just
one of those people you meet. They're like, why aren't we connecting right now?
Why are you?
I don't understand. I'm trying. I'm working on it. I promise.
There's no obvious reason, but it's not.
Nope.
I don't.
It's just not happening. I don't get it.
It's really unsettling for Dobrik because he and his 20 charisma have never felt uncomfortable a day in his life. Today is the day.
Until this, yeah,
I
there's a breaking point for everyone. And I love that the Blubs are Dobrik's breaking point.
That's awesome.
They might be Heramons too.
We'll find out.
Yeah, but Heramon already didn't like the Many Pennies, so like that one, I just chalk up to a loss. Like, culturally,
just doesn't
right?
like
We laid the groundwork.
That's a cultural misunderstanding between Carpathians and Ishtarans, and that's not our fault.
Yeah. Oh man, that's real.
So real.
Okay, so as you guys enter this cavern, the walls change to sort of a rough-hewn stone, something that looks like it was done magically or maybe like naturally, but it's not a natural occurring cave because everything is sort of squared off. But it doesn't look like it was done by like tools or like people.
The unnatural natural.
Yes.
Man.
And the cave sort of extends out a little while farther, and then it widens out to about 60 feet wide. Still the same. The ceilings rise up as well a little bit. But you notice that you're sort of standing in front of a large, probably about 80 feet down in front of you guys, is a large iron plate door. Torches lit on either side of it, and two large statues stand on either side of the door.
As they were walking down the hallway, Harold is passing back sandwiches to everybody.
Passing out.
He's just passing out. Too much walking.
He's tired. Right.
It's really
Oh man,
winded.
Harold, you're the best. Thank you. And Skull just like inhales it.
You're welcome. Stay sharp.
Yeah, LeBron will eat anything. So like even if she's not still hungry, like if you put food in front of her, she'll just eat it.
It's a power sandwich without the crusts.
She smiles because she really doesn't like crust.
Power?
I heard that makes it easier to digest, right? Like that's something I heard.
Do you hand a sandwich to Heramon?
Well, I'm handing them back. Like, they're directly behind me, right?
Yeah, I'll like we're passing them back like we're in class. Yeah, I'll pass them back to Heramon.
Like
so Heramon's in front of you, so I guess for you to get one, it either went around her or through her.
Yeah, that's true.
I think
Bandalos is like
LeBron would not pass a sandwich off to anyone.
Bandalos is like the middle point
She
between.
would throw it on the ground and stomp on it.
No, she's the one who, like, when you pass kids out papers and you give them a stack of 4, they just hold on to all 4 of them, even though they're clearly in a row of 4 and they're supposed to pass them down, and they're staring at it like each page is different, but they're exactly the fucking same. So she would hold, like, if Harry kept like passing sandwiches, she would just keep piling them in her arms and like saving them for later and not passing them
Steph,
back.
it sounds like you have experience with that.
There's a little edge to that description.
Right. If anyone passes a sandwich over their heads, that's the one that BP grabs from above. Like
Bandalos is trying to, but he's so short, so he just like holds one up and like hopes that it gets picked up, and it does. And then since he's the middle point, he like gestures a sandwich towards Heramon, but doesn't say anything, and like sees what happens.
Okay, I think she's
like slowly moving it towards her closer and closer.
She just eyes both
That's so
you.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, she eyes both you and the sandwich with a lot of venom.
They're good.
She doesn't even respond to that. She just looks
Bandalos
away from you.
He's sweating and just like doesn't know what to do, and so he just like kind of like looks away from her, but like keeps his hand out with the sandwich and his sandwich in his hand.
He's
and
committed.
Just eating his sandwich while having the other sandwich out.
She, after a few
Skull
seconds,
yells from the back and says, "Thanks, Harry."
After
You're
a few
welcome.
seconds, she like takes the sandwich from you just so that you stop holding it to her and throws it on the ground as you guys are walking.
BP swoops in.
I threw it on the
Nice.
Make a dexterity save.
I can't help it. There's just some things you can't train out of yourself, right?
Do you look like a seagull? Like
I I guess we haven't really ever discussed that, right? Like,
Are Aarakocra in this world seagulls?
Some kind
This
of pelican,
episode of Adventure
perhaps?
Incorporated.
Pelican.
the least noble bird.
I don't think that's true. I
Pigeons?
really don't.
What is the least?
I don't have an answer for that, but I do have an
Budgies?
argument for why pelicans are
All right.
noble and distinguished.
Let's make a list for next time of the least noble birds. The 5 least noble birds.
You can tweet us. You can
That
tweet
could
us
be-
at Adventure Inc.
tweet us. I like that.
Exactly.
Thanks,
I don't
Jess.
get it.
Yeah, tweet us your least noble birds. That's what we want. You can
Yeah.
send them on Facebook or wherever, but send us your least noble birds.
Yeah, I'll send the winner of the drawing. Like, let's do a drawing, and I'll send the winner something. I'll figure it out.
I mean, I don't think it's a drawing. I think it's going to be vote by committee for the least noble birds of submissions.
Great.
Sure, but anyone
Great.
that submits, I'll put their name in a hat and send them something awful.
Oh,
I mean, wonderful.
Great.
Yeah, it'll be awful. It will be full.
A free bag of
aw.
birdseed.
That would be
Your noble birds, you jerk.
that would be such a pain in the ass to ship. So expensive.
Just fill a whole envelope full of birdseed, like I did for your fucking wedding invitation or whatever. Your wedding card that I filled with glitter.
Yeah, I remember. Thank you.
We do have a lot of glitter currently.
If anyone wins anything,
Covered in gold
Get
glitter.
an envelope full of glitter. No return address.
Okay, so sandwiches have been passed out. You're in this main entryway. It's going to wind up being a real short dungeon time-wise. Yeah, okay, you're in the main entryway. There are these 2 statues on either side of the large plate doors. Heramon says, I am not approaching this.
Dobrik immediately steps forward. Of course, my majesty. And, yes, looks out nobly and valiantly and takes a survey of the area and checks for traps around the door.
Sure, roll an investigation check for me.
I really like my majesty, by the way.
Yeah.
I think that's fucking
Yeah, that's
amazing.
Alright, oh man, I forgot to pull my character sheet back up.
I might have just broken my chair, which is a real bummer.
Oh no!
I have to look at it.
Come on, acrobat reader. There we go. What is my investigation? It is a +6. I got a 16.
Okay. 16. Sure. You look at this. You look at this door and try to determine if there's any traps on it. You don't see any traps, but you also don't see any mechanism for opening the door.
Oh. He.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Nope. Go.
Oh, he turns to Heramon and says, "Huh, there appears to be no immediate danger in the area."
Heramon sort of
what-
steps forward. Go ahead.
What are the statues of?
The statues.
good question.
The statues are of like, basically they are stone statues of suits of armor, like large
Cool.
suits of
LeBron
armor.
punches one of them.
Okay, LeBron punches. Make a strength check.
Uh, 16 plus 6. 22.
Roll damage.
So that's an unarmed strike.
Yeah,
So it's just 4 damage.
great. You punch the statue, and you hear a rumble and a click when you do. And the statues, both of them, spring into motion and begin attacking. So, everyone roll initiative.
Jeez.
Excellent.
Yay.
Oh boy, a whopping 4.
Can't be better. Oh, nope. It's exactly the same as mine.
Nice.
Great.
I get.
Oh yeah.
I get advantage on my initiative rolls now. So that's a 21.
Nice.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Harold got a 16.
Okay, Skull.
12.
BP, what's your initiative?
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. 20.
Okay, so first up is LeBron.
Okay, so she is going to swing her great axe and murder them.
Okay.
Yeah. Do it.
Gosh, math is really hard for me tonight. 13 plus 6. 19.
You're just so in character.
Yeah.
Wait,
No,
are you a
I'm in
barbarian?
the character.
Are you a barbarian?
I am a human barbarian.
Oh, you should be raging, girl.
Oh shit, yeah, that's right. As a bonus action, I rage.
You're raging. You're real mad at these statues. Statues! Your attack hits.
Okay, great. Woo! 9 plus... Oh gosh, stop, go away. 9 plus 3. 12 for the first one.
Is that including your +2 from raging?
Sure isn't.
There you go.
14.
Okay.
I'm a professional barbarian.
Hell yeah. Oh, plus 2 melee damage. I see.
Best profession ever.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Sage. So I'm gonna do it again. And that's only 14.
That one will not hit.
Okay. LeBron yells.
Great. BP, it's your turn.
Oh, I wanted to hit it again.
So from up in the air, BP is going to kind of collect himself and fire off 2 radiant sun bolts because I get extra attack, baby.
Oh, are you the Kamehameha version of Monk?
Hell yeah!
Oh, that's so cool! I didn't know this.
But the way that it looks, it's more like repulsor beams from his hand.
That's so sick.
So think more Iron Man and less Command
Yeah.
Featherman.
Because I
Featherman.
Because I wanted Falcon. Like
no,
I wanted
Cool.
to happen a bit faster.
Very
than
cool.
Kamehameha.
Man.
Are you targeting the one that LeBron has been attacking, or are you attacking the other one?
The one that LeBron has been attacking.
Okay.
So the first one is going to be a 27 to hit.
Okay. That hits.
And the second one is only a 12.
Perfect. You miss.
Great. That's what I thought. So, ooh, hell yeah. Max damage on that. So the first one does 11 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you fire off these 2 bolts. One of them sort of just like bounces into the metal door, and you notice that the door reflects the bolt back down into the ground.
Oh boy, that's dangerous.
The other one hits the creature, which seems, it seems to deal damage to the creature. It seems to hurt it, even though it's stone.
Sure. And it's staying aloft, or staying active still?
It is still active.
Alright, then I'm going to spend a point of key to shoot one more bolt at it.
Okay.
Nice.
And that is a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Great. And that does 9 damage.
So the creature begins... It is still active, but, you can see cracks forming in the stone.
Cool.
Harold, it's your turn.
As soon as LeBron punches the statue, as quick as you can imagine, super quick, he undoes. He strings his bow, which he had been using as a walking stick. It's been kind of wrapped in fabric, so it just looks very innocuous. And then fires off 2 arrows at an arrow at the statue.
Okay, go ahead and roll it up.
16 to hit.
16 misses.
All right. Second attack, same thing. 23 to hit.
That hits.
11 damage.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
So yeah, you fire off the 2 arrows. The first one bounces off of, like, it hits him, but it bounces off like it didn't really affect him any. The second one hits with enough force that it actually buries itself into the stone, and the creature seems to react to the damage. Nope, the statues make their attacks. The first one attacks LeBron.
Hell yeah, it does. Come at me.
It hits. For 9 damage.
Okay.
The second one attacks Dobrik.
Bring it.
That one also hits.
Boo.
For 10 damage.
Woo! Alright.
Right.
Yeah, they hit hard. And it's just turned. It's pretty much still standing where it was, Dobrik, but since you were over at the door, it just turned towards you and made attacks.
Yeah.
They're just sort of swinging down with, like, big fists of stone.
Oh, for sure.
Skull, it's your turn.
Is there... Which one looks like it's been more damaged, or can I not tell that?
The one on the left that they've all been sort of attacking definitely has been hurt. The one on the right, no one's attacked it yet.
Okay, then I'm going to go up and smash the one that I'm going to, pull out the club and smash the guy on the left. I will make an attack. 11 to hit.
Yeah, not enough.
No. Second attack. 13 to hit.
So you see that creature and you, like, close your eyes and envision yourself running over and hitting it with the club, and in your mind you just get these beautiful hits right on him where you just, like, slam the club.
See it. I know it's going to land.
Right. And then you open your eyes and realize 6 seconds have passed and you haven't moved. And so...
I did it again!
You've just been visualizing your whole turn and totally blew it. Bandy, it's your turn.
I love that.
Great.
So fucking much, by the way.
That's so funny.
Bandy takes a step back and he casts Melf's Minute Meteors. And he
I think it's minute. I think it's minute meteors.
I thought it was minute.
Happens over 60 seconds.
That's funnier. Okay.
Homonyms.
I don't think that's true.
It says minute. Melf Minute Meteors.
I'm pretty sure it's minute.
Well, it's my character. So
I was backing you. I was backing you, dog.
6 meteors appear, and I'm going to shoot as bonus
How
action.
big are they?
They are tiny.
Because they're minute meteors.
Yeah.
They only take a minute to get here.
And they only took a minute to form. That's why they're so small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pew,
Yeah.
pew, pew. Pew, pew. And I shoot one at each guy, one at each statue. They both have to make a dex save.
Oh,
Now I only have...
dexterity, the stone statue's strong suit.
Perfect.
But
And they both fail.
Great. One of them takes 8 damage. The other takes 9 damage.
Okay.
What's it?
Okay. Yeah, you smash these meteors. They just sort of appear in the air above and slam down into these creatures. And you watch as, like, some chips and dust fly off of them as they get slammed by these meteors.
Those meteors appear at a minute's notice.
Dobrik, it's your turn.
Hopefully faster than that.
That's like 10 rounds.
Come, it's gonna be over by then. All right, so Dobrik turns to the one who had just attacked him, and he says, "Did you hear about this one about the geologist? He took his wife for granted, so she just left him, and he cast vicious mockery on the."
It's a wisdom.
He will have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Great.
DC 16.
Great. He did not succeed.
Oh boy.
Sand tears begin to well up in his stone eyes. He has been viciously mocked. Was this the injured one or the uninjured one? Sorry.
They're both injured.
Well, I think they've both been
They've
injured.
both been injured, but there is one that is significantly more injured than the other.
The one who has not been injured.
Okay.
And he will take 4 psychic damage.
He's rethinking his life.
Everything I know is a lie.
Is it anything else this turn, Dobrik?
Nope, that'll be it.
Okay, LeBron, it's your turn.
I'm gonna smash him again.
Do it.
Smash a gun, smash.
23
That,
to hit.
that hits.
Eight damage.
Okay, yeah, you take the axe and you smash it down into the head of the creature, and you just feel the stone give way to sand under the blade, and like the head sort of like caves in with this sand, and the body of the creature is just like stands there immobile.
Yeah, LeBron throws her hands up in the air, like with her axe in one of them, and says, "I did it!" and turns around to Bandy and says, "Do you think he was a good person?"
Oh, brilliant.
I guess.
Remember?
She does not make her second attack.
No, bad person.
I'm
I can see the
confused.
hesitation.
I'm confused at your line of questioning.
BP, it's your turn.
Great.
The Blubs. These
I didn't
guys.
realize how much was lying on the line with that question.
So BP from up above is gonna do 2 more of the radiant sun bolts as he flies toward the second statue. And the first one is a 19 to hit, and the second one is a 13 to hit.
The 19 hits.
Great. It takes 10 damage.
Okay.
And then as he gets up to the thing, he's going to use Flurry of Blows as his bonus action.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
For 2 unarmed strikes. So he's going to fly in, like he just shot out 2 blasts with his hands, and he's going to fly in and try and like scissor kick.
Yeah, I love
like
that. So
the
you're
top
like
of him.
shooting him down and then like dropping in to kick him a couple of times.
This
This is exactly Liu Kang, right?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Right, yeah, okay, cool.
And weirdly, the first one is a 19 to hit, and the second one is an 11 to hit.
Wow.
The 19 hits.
Great. And it does 6 damage on the kick.
Okay. Yeah, you drop in, you blast him once, that hits him, the other one hits a wall, and you get one kick off. The second one you feel like probably, like you made contact, but you just like hit stone. It wasn't
Sure.
anything real. Anything else?
No, that's everything I can do.
Are you still flying, or are you on the ground?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like because he can like control his movement, right? Like he kicks once and then pushes off so that like he'll still be in threat range mechanically, but like
Sure.
he is flying.
Great.
That's fucking awesome.
Harold, it's your turn again.
All right, he swings his attention over to the other statue.
Okay.
18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nope. 12 damage.
Okay. Sand starts to stream through cracks on this one as well.
Yeah. 16.
That won't do it.
Yep.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. The statue makes a swing at BP.
Sure.
It hits.
Ooh. That sounds bad. The way you said it.
It hits very hard.
Oh,
Ay-ya.
your little hollow bird body.
I know, my bird bones.
His brittle bones.
Little baby bird bones.
My bird bones. 30 Rock reference.
I break.
16 damage.
Wow.
Jeez.
Holy moly.
Okay.
Oof. Let's keep going.
It was a critical. That's what happens. Okay. Skull, it's your turn.
Skull's gonna run up and go smash that guy.
Okay.
First attack. 18 hit.
18 hits.
All right. And then I'm gonna spend a key point to use Stunning Strike, or attempt a Stunning Strike. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of your next turn. And also, 8 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll also make an unarmed strike on top of that.
Constitution saving throw was a success.
Okay. My unarmed strike is a natural 20.
Woo!
Great.
Boom.
Roll your.
Hell yeah.
But so roll your damage dice twice.
Knock his block off.
9 damage. And then for my second attack,
I'm ready.
Here we go.
19 to hit.
Hits.
Hits. So that's with the club. 4 damage. And then I will spend another point of key to do 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay, great.
Yeah, monks, baby.
20 to hit.
All damage
Hits.
all day.
Roll twice your damage.
Roll twice my damage?
Yeah, because you rolled a 20. Oh, not a natural 20.
Not a natural 20.
Yes, then you're fine. Roll your regular damage.
Okay. 8. And then the second one, a natural 1.
Roll a dexterity
Just ran too
saving
hot.
throw
You ran
for
too
me.
hot.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to a description in a second here.
22.
Okay. So, you jump up at this thing. You just start slamming your fists into it. You're throwing a couple of kicks in. You're just pounding.
Jab, cross, hook, rear kick.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You're nailing this creature hard. The stone shards are flying off with your fists as you slam them into it, and you manage to actually just like smash it to crumbles. Like bits of it are falling out of the middle, and you put your fist through, and it pops out the backside of the stone.
Oh my god.
Dope.
And that's when you sort of twist and have a hard time pulling it out. And you almost hurt yourself pulling the fist out of the stone. But you manage to get like your feet right, and you pull your arm out successfully.
I shake my wrist out a little bit. Like, whew, that was close.
Yeah, but it is now dead.
Yay.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
But it is now inanimate.
Wow.
See, my lady, just as I said, no traps.
Hey adventurers, DM Anthony here again. I just want to remind you that there are lots of ways to support the show. Head on over to patreon.com/adventureinc. Tell your friends about the show. Rate and review us on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Links and more can be found at adventureinc.podbean.com. Thanks everyone, we'll see you next week.
Well, it's going to get a whole lot worse in here. Steph, what's LeBron's AC?
LeBron.
15.
LeBron.
Yeah, spelled L-A space B-R-A-W-N.
LeBron.
That's amazing.
I don't know if you can tell what kind of headspace we were in the night we made these characters.
Not good
Best
one.
name
We
ever,
were-
and I want to steal that so badly.
What's the name of your weapon?
half
Can you tell them the
orc.
name of your weapon?
That's what he
The name-
is.
Yep.
LeBron.
He's a half-orc barb, right? He's a
A
barbarian.
barbarian. Barbarian, yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's a human barbarian.
Oh, human barbarian, sorry.
Oh.
Rob,
I was like, yeah, half orc. That sounds right.
nope, not true.